Okay, so firstly, I would like to welcome you all and hi everyone, and welcome to our Pride celebration session. As this is a hybrid workshop, we want to welcome everyone online and those who are joining us from the One Birdcage Walk offices as well. I'm very excited to be here and celebrate Pride Month with you. But before jumping right in, I would like to thank the organizers of this workshop for inviting me to run this session for you. We are not just here to celebrate Pride together, but also to highlight the experiences and contributions of the LGBTQ plus community, while also fostering understanding and empathy among participants with there will be a call to action at the end as well. Okay, so just to go through what to expect today. So we will start our celebrations by learning more about the community, and we will cover some significant milestones and events in the LGBTQ plus history. I will share a little bit more about myself later on, but also I will share a story where you will be able to learn more about someone who has found themselves in a very difficult situation. I'm very excited about introducing to you some of the key LGBTQ plus engineers and their achievements. I'm very looking forward to that part of our time together. And don't worry, I will not leave you empty-handed, as there will be a list of activities that you can choose from to celebrate Pride throughout the month. Okay. So before we jump into the session, I would like to just set some ground rules as we will go through our time together. So there will be plenty of interactivity throughout the session. So I ask you to participate. Again, feel free to use the chat. And as we have only 1 hour together, to make sure that this is also a safe space and that everyone feels comfortable to learn, we have turned off everyone's microphone, so we are able to really take in that information that we will go through with you together. Again, feel free to utilize the chat as we go through the activities and ask questions as we go along. We will do our best to monitor the chat. Please respect each other's views and experiences as we go through the different sections of today's session, because some of our experiences or opinions might differ from each other, and that's absolutely fine. So that's why I would like to ask you to come with an open mind and curiosity, right? Because that's why we are here, to learn from each other and hopefully learn something new today. So I would like you to focus during today's session on the word curiosity. And the reason why I felt it's a very good word to focus on throughout the session is because I recently came across this quote, which I felt really fits this session today. And that is that curiosity, helps us to bring down barriers and build bridges by learning about each other and understanding each other as well. So, keep that in mind as we go through, and keep that curious mind. Okay. Talking about the learning about each other, I thought it would be a polite thing to do to introduce myself. So my name is Mario, and I will be with you throughout today's session. If this doesn't come in through your screens, I am a gay man, but I will tell you about my story a little bit later on. I have more to say, but before I'll tell you more about myself, I would like to do some fun activity before we jump in. So let's test your knowledge of Pride's history and also, I suppose, your guessing skills, right? So what I have prepared for you today is a little quiz. So what I would like you to do is to get your phones. So you are allowed to use your phones on those few little occasions, right, when you can use your phone. So please take your phone out and scan that QR code. If the QR code is not working for you, then go to slido.com and enter that number in to join the quiz. Okay, we'll get some time for you to join. There you go. I see people joining. Hi, Billy, Anna. So we give you a few moments to join. Okay, here we go. Let's see how many we can get to join the quiz. So this is for those that are with a competitive mindset, right? There you go. I'll give you a few more moments to join. It looks like we have 15 people joining. Perfect. 16. We have Susie. Hi, Susie. Declan. Hi, Declan. Okay, we have Bella, Martin, Natasha. Hello, everyone. Okay, let's give maybe 1 more second for people to join. Again, if you're having any issues joining, then just let us know in the chat. Okay, we have 20 people. I think 21. Okay, let's give it a go. Okay, right. I hope everyone is ready. So we will go through 10 questions and you will have 20 seconds to answer each question. And at the end, we will have a winner. Okay, so let's see who that winner will be. Okay, perfect. We have 22 people. So let's just jump right in. Okay, let's start with the first question. When did the Stonewall riots at pivotal event in the LGBTQ plus history take place? Was it in June 69, New York, San Francisco, was in Chicago, or LA in the 70s? Okay, yes, 2 more seconds. Here you go, get your answers in. Okay, let's reveal the answer. It was A, 1969 in New York City. Well done. This is a great start. 53% of you answered the question. I happened to visit the Stonewall Inn pub in New York City. It's a great place to go and visit if you happen to be in New York. Maybe you have already visited, but if you visit in New York, definitely pay a visit. Maybe have a pint there and just reflect on the bravery of those people that started those riots and made all those contributions to the community. Okay, let's move on to the next question. We have 9 to go. Okay, the rainbow flag, a symbol of the LGBTQ pride, was first created in 1978. True or false? Okay, you got 50% chance to get this right. Was it 1978? Get those answers in. True or false? Okay, let's reveal the answer. True, yes, 75%. Wow, this lot. I'm loving this. Second question, look at you. You clearly know your stuff. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Let's go to the next question. Okay, which UK politician became the first openly transgender person to be elected as a member of the parliament? So this is a UK question. So, hopefully those that are joining outside the UK, you might try to guess, but was it Angela, Nikki, Sarah, or Caroline? Okay, get those answers in. Okay, let's reveal the answer. Yes, it was Nikki Sinclair. 67%. Hold on a second. Did you have these questions in advance? I don't need to double check because you are doing great. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, which country was the first to legalize same-sex marriage in 2001? Was it Canada, the Netherlands, Spain, or Sweden? Okay, let's see if you get this right. Okay, let's reveal the answer. It was Netherlands. Again, there you go. Majority got this right. You are doing great. Okay, let's see if you get the next one right. Okay, here we go. What year was the first London Pride? Was it in the 1970, 71, 72, or 73? Okay, get those answers in. There's four options. One of them is right. Okay. Oh, okay. It's quite a split on this one. Okay, let's see. And it was the correct answer is 1972. There you go. One third of you got that right. Well done. And when it was first held in London, it was just around a couple of thousand, 4,000 people attending. And fast forward to today, where the event attracts over 1.5 million people. So what a great achievement that is. Okay, let's review the next one. Which European country was the first to allow same-sex couples to adopt children jointly? Okay, again, four options here. We have Sweden, Denmark, France, or Belgium. Okay, we have 5 seconds. Let's see who has got this right. Let's review the answer. And it was Belgium. Okay, so there you go. I mean, this might have been a little bit surprise to you. It was surprise to me as well, because when I think of countries such as Sweden, for example, I would have thought that one of those Nordic countries would have been the first ones to allow same-sex couples. But no, it was Belgium. But well done of those that got that right. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Okay, which city is known for the largest Pride celebrations according to the Guinness Book of World Records? Okay, is it Sao Paulo, Brighton and Hove, New York, or Madrid? Okay, four great cities listed here. Let's see which one has the biggest Pride celebrations. Okay, there you go. And it is New York. Many of you have answered Sao Paulo as well, and that is also in many statistics. When you look at Sao Paulo also attracts big, huge crowds. But New York is definitely undeniably holds one of the biggest celebrations. Okay, there you go. Let's go to the next one. The first LGBTQ plus right organization was set up in Germany in what year? I might give you a little hint. I would be surprised if you got this right. Because we have 4 years there. Get those answers in. Okay. Which year was the first LGBT organization established in Germany? And here we go. Okay, and it was 1897. It's incredible to think that it goes back all the way to 1897. So I wonder if those 17% of you who got this answer right, whether you got my hint or you really knew this. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, which year did Spain legalize same-sex marriage? Again, 4 options to choose from. Was it 2003, 5, 7, or 9? Okay, let's reveal the answer. Let's see if you got this right. Okay, and the correct answer is 2005. And there you go. Quite a lot of you got this right. Okay. Look at the last question. Okay, when was the first International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia, and Biphobia celebrated? Again, 4 years here, 2004, 5, 6, or 7. Let's see if you got the last one right. Here we go. Let's reveal the answer. And it was in 2005. Okay, congratulations to those that got this right. Okay. Now let's see the scoreboard. There you go. Well done. 7 questions out of 10. Congratulations to Elliot. Elliot is today's winner of the quiz. And of course, now they got next year, and Anna on joined play 6 out of 10 questions they got right. So congratulations to Elliot. And also, one thing for you to be mindful of for taking away and do some exercise if you want to read more about the history after the session. Because I'm looking at the hardest question for you was the which European country was the first to allow same-sex couples to adopt children. Is that something you would like to maybe focus on during next sessions, to learn more about the history? Maybe that's an area that you would like to explore a little bit more. Okay, perfect. Again, congratulations, Elliot. Okay, so what I would like to do as a next and the next few minutes of our time together is just to really ground ourselves and remember that Pride marches and Pride Month celebrations are, as well as a protest for greater equality. So we're not just coming together to celebrate from that moment when the Stonewall riots happened in 1969, is to be going back and really reflect and remember all those brave individuals from the past and the present and celebrate their achievements toward a more equal society. We all have a part to play during Pride Month, in fact, to create a more equal society. Everyone on this call, everyone in the room, we all have the power to change the world. So if you really learn about, or you enjoy learning about the history, the same as I do, then the next part you will absolutely enjoy, because what I would like to do, I would like to take you through a journey of key LGBTQ plus milestones throughout the recent history. Okay, let's dive into those. So I will just highlight a few key milestones here. And I really would like to highlight those that really resonate to me. So looking at the date 1951. So that's a story of Roberta Cowell, who was the first British trans woman to undergo surgery and birth certificate change. For me, it stands out because if you think about it, going all back to 1951, and now almost like 70 years later, the trans community is still facing huge challenges when it comes to their medical needs or their legal needs. Another day I would like to focus on, or year if you like, it's 1972, which was the first official gay pride rally in London. And the reason why we focus on that, because those of you that are in London and maybe have not attended a pride before, but maybe thinking it's a great day out, not just to go there maybe with your friends or even family to celebrate. It's a really an opportunity to see like how many people and how many organizations become allies to the LGBTQ plus community. Like I mentioned, it started with a few thousand people back in 72, and now fast forward, it attracts huge crowds. Okay, moving on. So fast forward to more of a recent history. I would like to focus on year 2010, because, and the story of Argentina, who became the first Latin America to legalize same-sex marriage. And the reason why I would like to focus on Argentina, because I will share a bit of a little dream I have. So I recently have joined a queer dance company, and I joined a Latin ballroom beginner class, and we do tango among any other dances we do. And as you will know, maybe Argentina is famous for their tango. So what my dream is to learn tango well enough to be able to go to Buenos Aires and join into one of the queer dance tango sessions they run throughout the city. So fingers crossed in a few years' time. And also looking at 2004, so a little bit more recent, I'm excited to see Thailand, a country where religion, class, and cultural norms can really have an impact on the LGBT community, is making a huge progress by legalizing same-sex marriage by the end of the year. So well done, Thailand, and we are looking to see more countries like Thailand to be added to that list. Okay, I will now zoom in a little bit now and make the next part of our time together a bit more personal. And I would like to share my own story of self-discovery and what it means to me to be part of the queer community. So I'm originally from a tiny small village. If you get that accent, then I'm originally from Slovakia. If you have not visited before, it's a beautiful country, so I definitely recommend to visit. But if you visited Slovakia, then you would potentially pick on some of the clues, like what the society is like. The society is quite conservative. The traditions are very important to people in Slovakia, same as religion. So as growing up as a young gay person, gay man, it was difficult to sort of try to understand who I really was. Because again, thinking back on those traditional norms back home, there are really just two genders recognized in Slovakia, a man and a woman, and also a relationship between two people. It's the relationship that is recognized between man and a woman. So then it leaves very little opportunities for people like me or other members of the LGBTQ plus community to really explore who they really are and learn about the community. So as I was growing up in a small, tiny village where everyone knows everyone, I knew that that's not a place for me, and I knew that I need to go and live and explore myself and where I belong to. So as I was nearing 18, finished school, I thought, okay, that's it. I think the great place for me to go to would be London. Of course, it's a great city with lots of opportunities, lots of people, a lot of cultures and background. So I thought, you know what, London is the place for me to go. So I did. And now, yeah, it's going to be 18, 19 years ago, showing my age there, when I left Slovakia. And at the beginning, you would think, right, okay, someone from the LGBTQ plus community that come in London, that might not be really opened up yet. It'd be easy to open up in a place like London. But it wasn't really the case, because you see, 18 years of traditions cannot be unlearned quickly. So it took several years for me to unlearn, if you like, all the barriers that I felt that were preventing me to be openly gay, openly out, and be a proud gay man. I remember going for the very first time to a gay pub, and I can't describe like how nervous I was, but also in the same time very excited. Um, I'm not so nervous these days when I go to a gay pub, but it was a very important step for me, because it was that first step where I felt, you know what, I feel that this is where I belong to, a community that I belong to. So as I was adventuring out more and more, going to gay venues, going meeting more people from the community, I started really to feel um, like almost like I found a new family. Um, I was met with acceptance, and that was very the first time in my life that I felt, you know what, I have found my home. I have found my second family, and it was great. I came across acceptance, belonging, and safety as well. Um, and that then really made me to also wanted to learn more, right? Learn more. What are the challenges of the LGBT community? What are the other members that are part of the LGBTQ plus right acronym? So it definitely, I found this new eagerness, if you like, to learn not just the history, but also what are the current challenges that the community is facing. And one particular um, um, moment that really struck me was when I learned that my cousin's now son has been transitioning uh, to become his son. And I learned how much the trans community is has been suffering over the years, especially the trans community, because they have their medical needs that are often not met, and the legal needs as well. And that got me thinking about my cousin's son, now son, who I don't have a relationship with. So that's on my list to be able to reach out to him. And I want him to know that there is someone else in the family who is also part of the community. And that's my number one list item this year, to reach out to him and maybe help him where I can. Because again, thinking about me growing up in a small village, uh, not knowing where I belong to, it would be very helpful if there was someone for me that I could talk to. And that's what really made me to um, really be part more, for the community in a different way. Uh, on a more educational side. So, for example, being here with you today is something that I enjoy, and I would like to use opportunities such as these to give back to the community, to share about my knowledge, share about my experience, and really to bring the community closer to people like you on this call, in the room as well. Because again, going back to that initial ask to keep a curious mind, right? Curiosity helps to break down the barriers by learning about each other. And that's why I would like to focus um, my sort of next steps in my career or my personal development to give back to the community by educating others and be there for others as well. Um, Same as I wish someone was there for me when I was growing up. Because as you learn and more about the community, you do come across the challenges that the community is facing. And, just few examples that really stood out for me was the trans community. That, I have a family member that is going through the process now, but also the struggles that the community faced during the HIV crisis as well, where they felt left behind. And that's what I would like to take um, into my next phase, if you like, of my own personal discovery, being part of the community, to share the knowledge and bring the community closer to everyone. Okay, enough about myself. I would like to now take our conversation into a different path. I would like to spend the next part of the session going through a real life case study. And I would like to think about and try to put yourself into their shoes. I consider myself very lucky that as I gone through and still going through my own personal journey of discovery, I consider myself lucky that I have not come across any negative situation. But unfortunately, that's not the case for every member of the LGBTQ plus community. So what I would like to do next is to introduce you to someone so we'll do a case study where you will learn about the individual who found themselves in a very difficult situations. Before we jump right into the case study, I would like to just highlight that and remind you that there are so many challenges that the community is facing. Discrimination, healthcare disparities, or homelessness, just to name a few of them. The list that you see on your screens is clearly not listing all of the challenges that the community is facing. So I would like to take you through a scenario and would like to introduce you to James. So James, and this is by the way a real story. James is a gay man and he walks home from a night out with friends when he's verbally harassed by a group of strangers on the street. So James is trying to ignore the group and he tries to walk away. But the situation escalates and he's physically assaulted. So despite seeking help from bystanders, James receives little assistance and the attackers flee the scene, leaving him injured and traumatized. So this is clearly a very difficult situation for James to be in. And I would like to, in your group, so you will be separated into the breakout rooms, those that are online, those of you that are in the room, in person, in the office, work with each other. And I would like you to spend the next 6-7 minutes to consider the challenges faced and how the scenario makes you feel. How do you think you might be able to support James? For imagine if James was one of your colleagues, how would you support him? Please share any emotions and challenges and insight that come to you. So we will debrief after you had the opportunity to discuss in your groups, and I would like you to then afterwards, share, your views and observations in the chat. But for now, you will be separated into groups, and think about James and his situation, and consider those challenges.
The rooms are opening, and I think everybody's going into the rooms now.
Everyone. I hope you have a very great conversations in your groups. We just want to let you know we have 1 minute left, and then we'll go back.
The rooms will be back in about 20 seconds. Okay, it looks like all of the people from the rooms are coming back. So I think you're good to go, Mario.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So hopefully you had an opportunity to have a very good discussion about James and how that makes you feel. So please use the chat to share with others, like how your discussion went. What did you discuss? How did this scenario make you feel? And also, as thinking about, imagine if it was one of your friends, maybe a family member, maybe a colleague. How would you support this person if something like this would happen to them? So feel free to use the chat and share those discussions with us. Anything maybe that stood out to you, or even maybe an advice you would give to someone that would come to you and they would share something like this with you. How would you advise someone what to do next, for example? So feel free to use the chat. So for example, so one thing when I'm looking at James's case, one thing that really stood out to me is, so for example, if someone would come to me and share this, what happened to them, sometimes I feel that we jump right into potentially giving solutions to people. But sometimes, again, just looking at the scenario, sometimes it's just what makes sense is just to listen to that person, right? Just hear them out and be there for them without necessarily giving any solutions, potentially depending on the situation. But sometimes, even, if appropriate, just, give them a hug and to hear them out. Okay, Amy, let's give a moment or so. If you would like to share your observations, please use the chat. Because right, this is something that can happen to anyone. Okay, are we shy today? We have a comment from Ellen. So Ellen says, yeah, it's a scary situation to be in. Yes, absolutely. And Ellen goes, to support someone who has been through that, I would offer any help the victim wanted. Maybe as someone to listen to, yeah, exactly. Or take them to hospital if they need it. Or be with them if they go to the police about it. Yeah, absolutely, Ellen, thank you. That's a very good answer. Exactly, sometimes there will be those next steps involved, such as maybe going to the hospital or going to the police station, and you can be there to support them through the process, just to be next to them so they feel that support. That's great. Yeah, thank you. Again, and it still all depends on the situation, right? But we can't go wrong by just be by their side and support them in any way they will need. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for that. And it's even after the session, feel free to reflect on the situation. Like how can be how could you support someone if something would happen to someone you know? Okay, so I would like to uh, take the next few minutes, and this is the part I'm especially really excited about to go through with you, and that is to highlight some uh, key and famous engineers throughout the history, as well that are part of the LGBTQ plus community and has made remarkable contributions to creating a diverse and inclusive world. So today we will just focus on 5 of these inspiring LGBTQ plus role models who have significantly impacted the engineering and the technology industry. But there are a lot more of them out there. But let's focus on these few individuals here. So first, I would like you to introduce you to Charles Bayer, who was an openly gay mechanical engineer, and Charles has made significant strides in the automotive engineering, focusing on safety systems and sustainable technologies. So definitely we thank Charles for those additional safety systems that I'm sure we found in our day-to-day lives. Okay, the next person I would like to highlight is Lynn Conway. So Lynn Conway is a transgender woman, revolutionized computer engineering with her work or I needed to look up what this is. It's a very large scale integration design. That's what she's expert in. So innovations in microfabrication and hardware design where made great contributions into the microprocessors and the related technology. So we thank Aline for that. Okay, the next person I would like to focus on is Sally Ride, who was widely known as the first American woman in space. So congratulating Sally on that achievement. The next person I will focus on is Alan Hellman. He's a Swedish mechanical engineer and an LGBTQ plus activist. Okay. And also Audrey. So Audrey Tang, a transgender woman and Taiwan's digital minister, has seamlessly integrated digital and mechanical engineering through smart city projects. So as I mentioned, I only go through like 5 people here, but there'll be many, many, many out there. And these trailblazers highlight the importance of diversity and inclusion in STEM, demonstrating that the achievement of LGBTQ plus individuals enrich and advance the engineering field. Their stories also inspire future generations to pursue their passion and contribute to a more inclusive world. So we do thank them and any more to come. Okay, so I would like to now move us to something very exciting. And as we are coming to the end of our time together, I did not want to leave you empty-handed after this. So what I would like to do, I'd like to share with you some ways that you can celebrate Pride uh, throughout the month of June, or even after June, because you can celebrate whenever you want. Um, okay, I just would like to highlight that in some countries, it might not be as easy to celebrate Pride across the world, but just something to be mindful of that. Even if some of these will not apply to you, there will be always activities that you can do to celebrate Pride. So I would like to introduce you to a concept of a Pride menu. So the idea behind the Pride menu is like a menu when you go to a restaurant, right? So you go to a restaurant, you got presented with a menu, and you pick and choose what you want to eat. So similarly, with this celebratory pride menu, if you like, this is your call to action. So the different activities, this is just few that I have listed here that um, you can pick and choose to celebrate Pride Month. You can, maybe watch an LGBTQ plus movie, or you can learn. You can do a tour, a LGBTQ plus tour in the city where you are, if they do have those tours where you can choose from, or read an LGBTQ plus book. So there's so many ways that you can expand your knowledge and feed that curiosity, right? That you can learn more about the community. So I would also like to know, like going through this list, so have a quick peek of the list. There's a reason why I'm saying this, um, because I would like to, as a next step, to tell me which of these activities you like the most, and potentially, make a promise that you will, uh, you know, engage. You will maybe do one of these activities. Who knows? Okay, so again, it's the time to take your phones out from your pockets and tell me uh, which of the activities that you saw on the screen you will do first. So again, you can scan the QR code, or you can go to slido.com and enter the code and let me know like which of the activities maybe you like the most, or which ones you will do next. So again, let's see. We have, okay, someone is answering, watch the LGBTQ plus movie. That's a great one to do, and an easy one, right? You can just do it from your sofa. You can go to a cinema. But yeah, definitely, there is nothing beats a good film on your sofa at home. Okay, here we go. We have, yeah, it looks like the movie is leading at the moment. LGBTQ plus movie. There you go. Okay, the next one up is learn about the fabulous history of drag. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Like there is the history of drag is so rich. So if you would like to, learn about more about it, you are in for a treat. That's for sure. Okay, we have, and on the third on the place we have visit Great Britain Museum, or doing a VNA LGBTQ plus tour. That's a great day out as well. Okay, perfect. Thank you for taking part. It looks like a movie is a winner. So yeah, the weekend is just around the corner. So if you have nothing planned, there you go. Watch an LGBTQ plus movie. Okay, perfect. And it is coming to an end to the session. I had great time with you, and thank you for taking part as well. It was a pleasure to be here with you. But before I go, I would like you to leave you with this. So we came a long way from the day when the first LGBTQ flag was first created. So it's all the way back to 1978, right? And it has evolved a lot. So this is the current version of the flag. And as it has evolved, um, our meaning of pride has evolved as well. And also how everyone can support the LGBTQ plus community equally evolved. So what does it mean to be an ally to the community? We ask you, evolve with us as we do, right? Support us when things are good, and also please support us when things are bad. And absolutely, definitely, 100% keep the conversation flowing, right? Keep that curiosity alive. And let's connect with each other, share our stories, and most importantly, also challenge ourselves uh, to create a greater equal society and create an environment where we all feel that we can be seen, heard, and valued. So thank you again for your time, and do please promise me that you will do at least one thing on that list in the next, I don't know, couple of weeks. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you for your time together, and those that are in London, I'm sure you can't wait to go and enjoy the sun after this.